How to Print a Paper for School by Aaron Salvato. Before beginning, verify that you've actually written the paper. If the paper has in fact been written, proceed with the instructions. If not, go write a paper. Assemble the following items: a computer, a printer, multiple print cartridges, a phone, a modem, a flashlight, and lots of aspirin. These tools are necessary, as are the elements of patience, controlling your anger, and resisting the urge to wreak destruction on things that may annoy you. Begin by applying pressure on the small circular button that dons the face of your system. This turns on the computer. After several minutes, a blue screen will appear on your monitor telling you that there is a disk error and that you should replace and strike as necessary. Do not misread this. It is not telling you to strike the computer and replace it with a typewriter. Proceed to remove the small floppy disk that was in your disk drive and press any key on the large rectangular board in front of you. This is the keyboard, which you no doubt typed your report with, unless you know something I don't. When the disk is removed and any key has been pressed, another screen will come up telling you there's been another error. Don't become angry. It only needs to run a system checkup that will take 20 minutes. When the checkup completes, press any key. After several minutes, you'll reach the main page. A box will appear and request a password from you. Type it in and press enter. After several more minutes, another box will appear telling you your password was invalid and you need to retype it. Repeat this process as many times as needed until you enter the right password. Finally, the desktop will materialize on your screen. The next thing you must do is locate the document. Spend 5 minutes searching aimlessly for the place where you saved it, and 10 minutes slapping yourself on the forehead and regretting not paying attention to which folder it was that you saved the paper in. Proceed to the Start menu and click the Search button. This will activate the search screen. Type in the name of your document, or if you cannot remember the name, then type something that relates to the content of the paper. If you can't even remember what the paper was about, resume slapping yourself on the forehead. When finished, click the Search button. The screen will then become filled with anything and everything that has nothing to do with your paper. Pop some aspirin. After much searching, you will eventually find your paper. Click on it twice and it will bring up your word processing screen with your document. You are now ready to print your document. This next step is very delicate, so be extremely careful. Slowly move your hand to the key on your keyboard that says Ctrl. Apply pressure to it and sustain your point of pressure on the key. Then, with the point of pressure still on the key, move another point of pressure to the key that reads If done successfully, it will bring up the print screen. If done unsuccessfully, your computer will explode. If you made it safely to the print screen, all you have to do is press OK. After pressing OK, you will get a false sense of security. You will believe it's all over. Suddenly, an error report will appear on the screen, telling you you're out of ink. The next point is crucial. You must resist the urge to toss your computer out the window. Now, replace the ink cartridge with another one. After replacing, repeat the aforementioned OK step. Your printer will begin to whir to life. At this juncture, you should jump up and down for joy and clap your hands like a wild man. Your printer will continue to whir for the next 6 minutes, but do not lose hope. Soon, paper will spout from your printer. It will not, however, have your document on it. Instead, it will contain a slew of garbled gibberish and symbols that make no sense. It will continue to spout out this nonsense until you run out of paper. Avoid bursting a blood vessel, and remind yourself it could be worse, although you don't know how. Activate the Start menu again and go to the Control panel. Proceed from there to the Printers section. Locate your printer's options and click Purge All Print Jobs. This will stop all the nonsense from spewing out of your printer. You are now out of paper. You must now go to the cupboard to get some more. On the way, you will trip over a cord, but will be too preoccupied to realize it. After you get the paper, spool it into the printer and hit the reload button. It will not respond, so proceed to hit it repeatedly until you get a response. It will flash and say that the printing will now restart. Another error report will come up saying that the port has been disconnected. Think this phase over about 6 times and you will realize that the printer is not plugged in. Think this situation over 11 times and you will realize you tripped over the cord and unplugged it. At this point, you can freely scream. You've earned the right to. The screaming will help you relieve your stress. Your screaming will inevitably alert someone else in your house to come and try to help you. Unfortunately, this person will invariably have no idea what they're doing and therefore add more stress to your life. Tell them to leave and use any means necessary. After they have left, pop another aspirin. You'll need it for this next procedure. The cord that needs to be plugged back in will be tangled in a mess of other cords on the ground behind your desk. It will be dark down there, so get your flashlight. Set yourself down on the floor and crawl underneath your desk. Using the flashlight for light, locate the cord that belongs to your printer, and using as much effort as you can muster, strain to shove it through a crack in your desk. Once it is on higher levels, you can easily plug it back in, moving everything on your desk to get to your printer. After reconnecting it, your printer will whir back to life and become silent. Proceed to drop to your knees and pray that your document prints. After moments of silence, the glorious noise of printing will resound like trumpets in the sky, and you will hear angels singing. Slowly but surely, your document will pop out of the machine. With tears of joy in your eyes, step back and admire your beautiful paper, complete with crisp paper and fresh ink. Bust out your phone and dial the worthless Microsoft helpline, and when the technician asks you what you need help with, burst into maniacal laughter and scream, "Nothing!" into the receiver. Then hang up. Do a victory jig and feel really good about yourself for several days, knowing that you have slain an evil printer and saved your grade once again.